Alright, Molten Steel, let's get into it. I've been swamped by messages about how to recreate this. It's a simple process, takes less than 5 minutes. Alright, we got white ink, Bad Moon yellow, we got a corn red, and we've got Mephiston red with some Baden black. Now you're going to need a fan brush and some sponge as well. Obviously an airbrush helps, but you can do the white without an airbrush, the yellow without an airbrush, but the airbrush just, I like how it turns out. Re-highlighting the hilt, because obviously the hottest part is near the hilt, so we're going to re-highlight that with some white, and then chuck that some white ink, and then chuck the Bad Moon yellow back over that quick. Don't worry about the overspray, it's only primer, we're going to retouch that up, no problem. And then you're going to get a fan brush with that corn red, and you're just going to obviously dry brush that back and forth. Now light, I went a little heavy, so just make sure your consistency of the paint on that brush is quite almost a dry brush consistency is what you're going to get your best Mephiston red, and just going to bring that closer to the hilt. Yeah, you're going to that cooling down of the blade effect. Obviously the lighter colors you're going to want to push towards the hilt because it's the hottest part. So not a lot, very, very light to very. So and the sponge, just grab some sponge, and you wanna sponge that off until it's, like I said, almost a dry brush consistency, and really go heavy with the sponging and at the top, because obviously that's the cool where the molten steel has cooled down. So you're really going to give it a lot of your focus to the top of that blade, the point, I should say. And you know what? That's literally almost it. We got a little bit of bit more ink work to do, but it's super simple, and it's comes out amazing. Obviously, I went a little too heavy on the black there, but I mean, look, it's all up to you in the end, but I personally like it like that. Alright, now we're going to go back through the white ink. Now this is where you're going to want to, sort of lock in a little, and you're just going to re-highlight just above that, the guard there, where it says hottest point, and you're just going to, nice, I like to create little, lightning effects you can do with it, but it's perfect for this. It's so bright the camera's actually having trouble. So yeah, there we go. Yeah, but yeah, and that's basically it. I like to run a little. If you can even water that ink down even more to a very thin glazed consistency, and run it through the middle of the blade to look like it's still quite hot at its core. But this will give you your molten effect. Obviously being careful, even though we've oversprayed everywhere. This is a really quick mock-up. I think this is less than 5 minutes, so I wouldn't typically take 5 minutes. I would normally spend my time on this, and I'll be re-going over it and touching it back up, as this is models for a client. So yeah, 5-minute hobby hack there. Super simple. You don't need the airbrush either. I've done it plenty of times without the airbrush. I just use it because it's easier. So cheers guys, have a good one.